Alright, this is another review of a Mythic Legions figure. This is Gorthokk, who is from the 1.5 wave or something. I can't quite remember what it's called right now. And this guy is an orc repaint with some weapons from one or two of the weapon sets that came out with Wave 1. And this guy is awesome looking. I almost passed on him initially. I'm so glad I didn't. Because with this line I pretty much only collect, let's see, the skeletons and the orcs and some of the dwarves and some of the knights and definitely the vampires and some of the elves. And so this guy is cool. Let's start with his paint job. He's black skinned with some red modeling on his, or dye, I'm not sure what it is, on his head and his chest. And if we bring in, this is Urzoc from Wave 1. And it's the same, yeah, the light's too bright. That looks much better. Anyway, it's the same torso and legs and arms and you know, I expect orcs to be green, so this is fine, but just the black and red coloring on this looks so cool and different. I like the bluish steel to his armor. He has the same calves and feet and hands and shoulder pauldrons as this guy, but just having them cast in the nice blue color, the dark wash, just makes him look really cool. He does have a different skirt. I think this is one that came with some of the knights. I can't remember. But unlike the standard Wave 1 swords, which is what this guy has back there, he comes with this orcish axe, which looks like a crude piece of metal attached to a bone. And in this case, this bone has been painted black. And this is the original version of this, with a more bone-colored bone handle. The blade's pretty similar in color. He also has, well, he does have one of the standard swords, just with a bronze hilt. That's fine. But he also has this fancy dancy orcish blade with bone and a bone hilt and crossguard. And here's the initial version of that, again with the bone colored hilt. I love the look of these things. They're very orcish to me. What else does he come with? He comes with an alternate head. It's this guy's head. If we get him in frame, only, you know, in his coloring. So let's see if I can get it shot right. Let's get some extra light. It's got sort of a copper bronze look to the helmet, blue crest, same black skin and teeth, and I think the red spots on his chin are different this time, but that's okay. I guess technically it means you could buy two of them and display them side by side and they wouldn't necessarily be the same orc. And he also had two pauldrons. I think this is all he had. I don't think he had any other weapons. He has the belt, which I gave him two. Maybe he came with two. I don't remember now. But this is one of my favorite orcs, and I'm really glad I picked him up. He has the same articulation that all the Mythic Legions figures have, which you might not see because it's auto-compensating the light. But anyway, really good articulation. I'm sure there are plenty of reviews out there that show you the articulation. It's quite good, except for this is a common problem with these figures, sadly, and that is that sometimes the ankles are a little loose. This one is a tad bit loose, but on a lot of mine the outward hip motion is kind of loose. So on a smooth surface like this glass, sometimes his legs will just kind of slide apart until he falls down. But other than that, his knees are nice and tight. I mean, you can get him to stand and he'll stay as long as you find just the right balanced pose where it's not going to pull his legs to spread out any farther. And the hip skirts will kind of help hold him in place a little bit, because they're not terribly loose, they're just kind of loose. But anyway, that is Gorthokk, the Destroyer. You can have him fighting a knight, chumming around with Urzok or Grishnak or whatever these other guys' names are. Mythic Legions is a good line. It's too late to get into the Wave 2 Kickstarter, Advent of Decay, but I think they might do pre-orders for it here shortly when it gets ready to ship. In which case, if you can, you should definitely buy a few. It is a fantastic line. These are 6-inch scale. I don't have any 6-inch figures here next to me to display with them, but don't have any figures here nearby. What am I thinking? For scale, here he is with Marvel Legends Thor Ragnarok and Star Wars Black AT-AT Driver and Star Wars Black R2-D2 and Figuarts Black Panther. Timely. Articulated Icons Red Ninja, Director Krennic, Figuarts Clone Trooper. This skull thing I got somewhere. Terraria, I think? Toy World's Hardhead, whatever his real name is. 100 Master Grade Zagok. A human skull from the NECA Predators line. Actually, that probably works really well. It's gotten dark back there. So anyway, that's Gorthokk, and he's a great figure. And if you can get into the Mythic Legions line, you should. I swear I had one more thing I was going to do for scale. Where did I put it? Oh. Thrall's Chieftain Hammer. Or Chief Thrall's Warhammer. Alright, thanks for watching.